YouTube, how the heck you doing? This is Corey here, the Watcher of Realms. We're doing something a little bit different, right? So Moonton went ahead and released a statement yesterday, and I honestly didn't even notice it just because it's just in the Discord, and there really didn't seem to be much publication of it. So first and foremost, Moonton's basically saying in this quick blurb, their goal is to remain in the US market. They understand our concerns. They're going to have an announcement for us in 2 weeks, and then they went ahead and moved on to the content that they're going to do, right? Nothing about how they're going to help the players. Nothing about how they're going to help the players. Just an announcement of an announcement. We're going to do something in 2 weeks. Don't tell me that you're going to do an announce or do something in 2 weeks. Show me that you've done something. That's all I need to know. Show me that you've done something. They're going to go ahead and release a major event for Valentine's Day. Is being produced and tested intensively. You did your job. You're supposed to test your content intensively. You're supposed to do that. New challenges are expected. Cool. New guild boss. The 8th guild boss is under development, offering you more strategy-focused combat. Is it going to be strategy? Or is it going to be, hey, do you have a A3 Praetus, A5 Ingrid, A4 Valdron, couple piercers, and can you just run it down? Right? Cooperative tower defense. A new tactical cooperation mode is coming soon. Stay tuned. Announcement of an announcement in a Discord post, right? A new class, a brand new class in production, which will bring commanders an entirely, a completely new way of combat. Cool. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you can't go ahead and this is just PR, right? You can't go ahead and make an announcement of an announcement. You also can't go ahead and essentially say, hey, everybody, like, we understand that you're really concerned about the game and whether you'll be able to play it. Trust me, you'll still be able to play it. We're going to tell you about what we think might happen in 2 weeks. But here's all this new content that's going to come out regardless. So either you can play it, or you're going to have access in about 71 days, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to release this content. That's fine, right? You're going to have to release content, but don't give us an announcement saying, hey, in 2 weeks, we'll release some more information. Additionally, the compensation that we received was very, very poor, right? We received about 10 summon crystals, 500 diamonds maybe, and then I believe 4 stamina pots. So it's like, okay, maybe like $10 worth of assets in totality, right? Cool. But realistically speaking, I don't think anybody that has received that or anybody that plays this game from the US really cares. And the reason for it, Moonton, like genuinely speaking, the reason why people don't care is because now it's like a ticking time bomb, right? Imagine, and it's kind of like the old adage where it's like, hey, would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die? Most people would rather just know how, not when. And for the US player base, and largely for the rest of the game, realistically speaking, because if you go ahead and remove such a substantial market, your game is going to lose so much in terms of content creators, in terms of just eyes on the game, in terms of word of mouth, in terms of just the publicity of the fact that, hey, like, your game, like, I can pull up my phone, right? Your game isn't even on the app stores. The one thing that you cannot afford to do right now is lose players, right? You can't do that. And that kind of brings me into this next point here, which honestly I think is one of the most egregious points, is this. So I'm going to kind of like, let's see if we can make this bigger, right? Let's get this over here. And then kind of you want to make it bigger. There we go. Right? So this player, I'm not going to leak their name or whatever, right? But They went ahead and they realized that, okay, there's a potential ban that might happen with this game. I might not be able to go and play this game anymore. Let me go ahead and kind of refund, get a refund, right? Which is very, very fair in general. But let's kind of look through it. They asked how much do they need to go ahead and pay to go ahead and gain access to their account again. They were told, hello, after our inquiry, you need to add 318,628 W Gold. You can purchase it on the following website. If you complete the purchase, please let us know. Now let's just kind of go ahead and pull this up here. Let's do Smile 1. Let's see. And then let's go to Watch of Realms. Look at that. $533 is about 60K. So let's pull up a calculator. How much do they need to spend on this game? Let's see here. Let's see. So they need to do, pull a screenshot up, 318,628. And that's divided by, let's just say 60K. Times, and this totaled out to 533, right? So calculator times 533. They need to spend $2,830.47 to go ahead and get their account back. This is a US player, by the way. Do you really think a US player is going to go ahead and say, hey, yeah, let me just drop 3 racks to get my account back? No, they're not. The better practice is realistically to say, okay, we'll give you access to your account back, but it's going to be after a 30-day ban, and then you're going to be negative diamonds. That's a much better palpable, like, okay, yeah, sure, I get it. I'll take the 30-day ban and reduce diamonds. I won't do it again, right? But Moonton, like, you're not doing yourself genuinely any favors by going ahead and giving such egregious bans, right? Asking for money, thousands of dollars for people to get their account back whenever they might not even be able to play. Most of us probably won't even play anyways, right? The amount of people that are genuinely quitting this game at an astronomical rate, you'd be genuinely surprised. Like, you go ahead and talk to your friend and talk to your friend's friend. You probably realize your friend's friend's probably quitting, right? So Moonton, there's a couple things that you genuinely need to do if you even care about your game. 1, you gotta give some fucking compensation. Give people something. I'm not talking about 10 diamonds. Or 10 summons, 500 diamonds, and a couple stamina pots. No one cares. You're dealing with half your player base understanding, hey, the longevity of this game is very much in question. You can't download it on the App Store. Fun fact, you actually can't even buy like items in the game with like your money if you're in the US. You have to go ahead and use Smile 1. You have to go ahead and use the Coda Shop or whatever it's called. You have to go ahead and use W Gold. You can't even buy it like on your phone. Like, you literally can't. Right? So that's one of the things. Moonton's losing money in this process. 2, Moonton is drastically losing trust because this little notice here, I really don't think most of the player base even saw it. Like, I doubt most of us even saw it. We don't care about the content right now. We just want to know if we're able to play the game. And Moonton, I truly feel like Moonton would do very well to truly hire somebody. And I'm not saying me, because I really am not qualified, right? I don't care for this. But it's like, hire somebody to just be your PR person. Just even have an intern or somebody. Just be your PR spokesperson for your player base. Because there are so many times, recently and previously, where you have failed to effectively communicate with the player base, and you're losing players in the process. Like, there's nothing more to say. There's just nothing more to say.